Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that takes place in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and 6 of my friends are brave enough to play within it. Because they crazy, yo. They crazy. As you can see, we are currently missing Jeff and Mateo, or Matt. They will be Jeff will hopefully be on later. Matt may not make it, depending on his work structure. I've got it. Thank you for the resubscription, 43 months.
There we go.
That's fantastic news. Thank you so much. NYC Zombie resubscribing, 23 months. Thank you so much.
Only 23 months.
Yeah, only 23. But hey, every anniversary is important, whether it's your first or second or whatever.
Absolutely.
So thank you, friends. Indeed. Thank you for the Pikachus. I've got it. Before we go into gameplay, let's dive into some introductions, and I'm going to need somebody to done roll me that glorious D30. Which you can do by just /D30.
/D30, go.
Woohoo!
25.
25 it is. All right. So, dear friends, please describe, or introduce, rather, yourself, your character, and tell us, does your character have any artistic talents? Painting, singing, writing? Are they trained in these? Are they just raw, like, hobbies that they used to do? And are they public or secretive about it? So think about that for the time being, because that's a fun little question. If someone's like a secret cartoonist or whatever.
Do we have cartoons in Nuuli?
There's pictograms, like cartoon in the traditional sense, not in the animation sense. Cool.
What do you mean? We don't have TV?
No TV. No TV on Nuuli. Sorry. Live entertainment's the best you got. But let's start off with Sarah, the top of the ladder.
Oh, hey, that is me. My name is Sarah, and I play Andra Greatspark, who is a halfling wizard. And I feel like she might be a writer, but she probably doesn't show anyone. Like, she probably keeps a journal, that kind of thing.
Oh, so it's not like artistic impression, or is it just like private thoughts?
More like private thoughts.
Okay, sure. I don't know if that's quite in the spirit of the question, but we'll go with it.
It's memoir. She's a memoirist.
Okay, I'll buy that. She's taking notes for her memoir. I'll buy that. Very cool. Moving on down, we got Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm playing Lunine, the Hexblood Fey Knight. And the question was...
is your character artistic in any way? Are they like a hobbyist, or are they like trained in something? And are they secret or public about it?
The Art of War.
Cute. We're really pushing it, but all right. Cute.
He was raised in a military place. They don't have time for art.
They absolutely do. In fact, it is often encouraged for soldiers to engage in something to express themselves artistically and creatively.
Well,
it helps with the PT
chain crowns or flower crowns. So
I love it. I love it. I think that's great.
I made several on the boat.
Flower arranging is the way to go. I love that. That's wonderful.
Good thing we were traveling on a boat that made it from flowers.
It's wonderful. Next up, we got Amber.
Hello, I am Amber, and I am Ozo, the, what am I, monk? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did my screen just go black?
I don't know. We can still see you.
We got you.
Okay. That's good. My screen just went black. Anyway,
Oh, nope, there she goes.
Nope, there it goes. Womp womp.
Bye, Amber.
Well, hopefully we get Amber back ASAP.
She only did this because she didn't want to answer the question. That's all.
Yep.
Most
Definitely.
likely.
The whole thing. Faked it all.
Definitely.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, here she comes. Coming back in on it.
Weird. My whole computer just hiccuped.
Oh. Wild times.
Anyway, Ozo is that guy that makes the sculptures in the woods.
With
No.
a chainsaw?
Like,
Or a hand
art.
axe?
Or like twisting branches.
Yeah, that or like arranges the stones just so, or like that feels very Ozo. Something that is it nature, is it art? One doesn't know, but arranging.
I
I
dig
think
that.
is Ozo's
So the
secret art form.
strange things I stumble upon in the woods are from Ozo, not the fairies. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I dig that. And then we got Mike.
Hello, everyone. I play Renata Soul Angel. He is a bard and a warlock. And
He has no art.
no art.
No art.
I mean, what can I say? Like
An artless bard.
an artless bard. He dabbles a little bit in music.
Because does Renata even need to answer this question?
He'll hum a tune if it piques his interest. Sometimes he'll work on like holiday card greetings.
Oh.
Hoping to make a side hustle there.
It's good to have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You need a plan B, I feel.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Well, thank you all. And I am Jared. I'm your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 6-player characters. And there is lots of art in Nuuli and lots of expressions within that realm. So you got to ask an NPC. I will tell you one thing. Captain Saltcrust loves to write bad limericks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, they're not necessarily naughty. He's just really bad at writing them.
So they're
love
actually like
that.
really chaste. They just try to follow the limerick.
No, they can be quite
Rhyming.
they can be quite lewd and bawdy, but he's just not
What
good
makes a
at,
bad limerick.
like, they don't flow well.
They don't make sense.
Yeah. Like, one of his limericks is like, I love my life on the sea, it's the only one for me, but I go to town to get drunk. Not very good, but that's
No.
one. Only it's got to be in his way, so it's like, the life on the sea it is for me, but I go into port to get drunk.
He's never met anyone from Nantucket.
Never. Although I bet he'd like him.
Probably.
Wonderful. Well, with that all being said, let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, our party had split up and held 3 separate investigations. Renata and Lunine followed clues in the dark, uninhabited parts of the Spraycatch district in the search for their missing dancer, Rinny Saltcrest. And in doing so, they heard the rhythmic jingling of bells in the dark, but decided not to venture too farther without their allies, so they decided to regroup with their comrades. Andra and Selenar did some shopping and met up with Renata and Lunine, promising to meet them at a certain address in a few hours and explore the highest, and then they continued on to explore the highest tiers of the city, known as the Heights. There they visited the Solarium, a strange divine gift that that lights the massive farms that grow the various produce for the city. Meanwhile, Corvus and Ozo made some investigations into the potential hauntings of the kindred spirits, which resulted in them meeting the ghost of Fenya, a half-elf member of kindred spirits dead these past 5 years. While in discussion with the spiritual entity, Ozo asked if Fenya could touch them, as she seemed confused when they said that she was dead. Upon being touched, Fenya changed demeanor and drained the life force from Ozo. Corvus calling on them to run. The ghostly Fenya screamed in rage as the two fled. Ozo drained almost entirely of their life force. They eventually reunited with Renata and Lunine at the Ruddy Plank, but did not confide their adventure to them, while Renata claimed and exclaimed that they should join him and the others on a quest into the dark to save Rini. Ozo, quite in bad shape, was left behind, but Corvus did join. And as the group reunited much later in the day, Renata realized that he had a choice to make. Save the dancer now, or attend a killer party at Shant College, make an epic entrance, and create part of this mythos that is so important to him and his career. Because he can do only one, as the party is nigh. And so we pick up at the edge of the uninhabited districts on a certain level of the Spraycatch district in the city of Cliffside. Deep underground, a good 300 to 400 feet away from the scar, the massive opening in the side of the cliff face that houses the city. And so, with all of you gathered here, plus Corvus, minus Ozo, I suppose, what is it that you say, Renata, when you realize it's this or the party?
And what felt like 2 weeks of thinking, but was actually mere seconds, Renata realizes that being this close to potentially finding Rini probably trumps going to the party, sadly. Although there's still a glimmer of hope that he can do the two, but being that we are here, we'll continue forward, find Rini, and take it from there.
Very cool. So you continue on. You also know, Renata, that currently you have 5 of your 6 party members.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do remember that.
Okay.
Because one did want to come with.
Somebody was basically dead.
But if you told me that,
Actually, I would like Lunine to make because Tanner was not here last time. So, Lunine, I would like a retroactive either insight or perception check of your choice.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, they're both the same modifier. I'm guessing different information.
Correct.
Nope. 8. Ew, what is this pop window? I don't like that.
All right. With an 8, you don't know why Ozo decided to left behind, but you are a habit of like studying people. Like that's part of what you learn as a soldier back home. And you could tell from their stance and their body that they were moving as though they had either been roughed up or were extremely tired, more tired than they should have been. But you don't know why or get any insight as to that. It was just evident by the way they were carrying themselves.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So you all venture into the dark. Most of you don't have dark vision, I think.
True story.
I know Corvus and Andra do not. But I think the rest of you do.
Yeah, half elf, hex blood
Yes.
elf. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. Cool. So as you venture down, it gets to a point fairly quickly where Corvus and Andra cannot see.
Dancing lights.
All right, you generate these dancing lights around your head. And so you can see that you're still in an area where there are buildings. Like the walls aren't fully cliff walls. They're not solid stone. They're still buildings. They are just empty, vacant, and run down. And you can see debris that's gathered. Nothing like has collapsed necessarily. It's not that kind of stuff. But any bits of wood show signs of rot. And any sort of and there's like cobwebs and like piles of like dust and dirt that have like built up in corners and that sort of thing.
Nothing has a fresh coat of paint.
No.
I do the white glove test on every door. Question, for dancing lights, is it possible to just do like one light, or do you always have to conjure maximum?
Up to 4. So
up
they can
to.
be. Yep. So yeah, I probably would not have, 4 brilliant white orbs dancing around. I'm looking for just enough light that me and Corvus aren't tripping over our own feet.
Yeah, is there any like I don't know, like old logs or awnings around?
Oh, I'm sorry, old awnings?
Or like cloths, like to like something to drape over the dancing light to not make it so bright and obvious.
Make a
Dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Oh, can you choose the brightness?
No, that is what it is. If I cast just one for each of us, it's a 10-foot radius of dim light.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were orbs
No.
of bright.
No, they're not. They're not little glowing suns. They're like just enough to like read by or like let you see.
So it's not as bright as like the light spell.
Correct.
No.
Not by a long shot. It is. It's more utilitarian than the light spell, because the light spell is just like boom, here's light. Dancing lights you can like send up to like look at something and they can move and kind of do a little bit more than the light spell. The trade-off is the level of brightness.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I
could gather all 4 of them into one bigger light source, but I can also just cast 2 of them and stick one over each of our heads so we can see where we're going.
Okay.
So me and Corvus have a little dancing light, and
Cool.
we have to stay within 20 feet of each other, otherwise his goes out.
And I believe your stuff is. You said that your lights are purple. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cute.
Very cool. Very cool. Wonderful. Cool. So you got these purple lights going. Everyone can make a perception check at a disadvantage because it is either dim light for the 2 of you who have the lights, or you're in total darkness, so you just have disadvantage instead of inability to see.
All right, rolls. Let's get it out now. Jesus Christ.
Great.
You want a dancing light too, Lunine?
I'm good.
Lunine, you kind of like look
check.
over towards the dancing light and totally miss the rock or the bit of stone tile that is like up on the floor, and you face plant right in the middle of this roadway.
Lunine like gets up, brushes himself off, and keeps walking like nothing happened, just trying not to acknowledge it.
Fair. Andra, what you notice as you're kind of walking down this little area in the little area of light that you can see, and kind of the edges beyond. The dust here is mostly undisturbed, but you get to a point after about 5 minutes of walking, 6 minutes of walking down in the dark, where like the dust is kicked up.
Ah. Like there was a scuffle, or like someone walked through here.
Make a survival check.
Am I any good at that? No, I am not. But hey, apparently the dice like me today.
Hey, all right, well, that's fantastic. On a 17, what you realize is that it's only from like one set of like footprints, and they appear to be mostly booted, but maybe they're worn a little thin in places. But they seem like they belong to a small creature, as though they were like jumping around in the same spot, kind of haphazardly. Maybe like some kind of like ritual kind of thing, or maybe a dance, or maybe just jumping jacks or something akin to that. It doesn't seem like battle. It seems more like frolic.
Are there do the footprints like go off in a direction or come from a direction, or do they just kind of appear?
No, it seems like the little bits of the little layer of dust and dirt here does kind of like lead off down further in a certain direction, like into the dark.
I will point them out to my less observant cohort and say, "Hey, apparently someone came over here and like did a little dance or something."
Good eyes. Excellent. Let's follow this clue here then.
Okay. So you begin following this cave down. You go for about half an hour or so, and eventually you do find what is, for lack of an entirely better description, an entryway into a cave system. Like, the buildings kind of stop being buildings, and the wall like comes down really steeply, and it's a cave wall that leads into a more natural structure.
And that's where the footprints are going toward or coming from?
Going towards. And coming from, like
someone came
like
out of the cave.
with a 17, you know that like they traversed this way. You don't know if like they only went here or what, but you can see like there's more than just one path of disturbances.
Gotcha. It's the bonus of being closer to the ground, guys. You can see the footprints better.
Could I do a listening check to see if I hear those jingles?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Ooh.
No.
Nope. I just
with a 6.
hear Corvus breathing really loud.
Yeah. He rolled a 4.
Oh, that's a nat 1. That's a nat 1. Yeah, you don't hear nothing. You're not even sure anyone in your party is alive and breathing, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
We won't be here for much longer.
Right.
You're busy thinking about the party you're missing.
All right. Well, that failed, so we'll just follow the footprints into the cave system.
All right. Cool. All right. So as you go, as you enter into what is a new structure, everyone go ahead, give me another perception check at disadvantage to see if you notice anything as you delve further in here. Okay.
Oops, I rolled persuasion. That'd be 14 plus an additional 3. So that'd be a 17 actually.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, because I have a +5.
Oh, nice. Very nice indeed. Wonderful.
I just can't see without my glasses.
Well, I guess you found him. So as you venture further in, Lunine, you do discover bits of like signs that things like live down here. Like you find like stuff that has no reason to be down here, like brushed to the side of the road, like somebody cleared rubble. Like there's some boulders that have fallen over time, and they've obviously been cleared off to the side. The wind that's down here, it's very low, but you can feel it kind of like the airflow moving. As you would expect in such a thing. But yeah.
So this like tunnel we're in just keeps going.
Yeah. You eventually come to a junction point. But with your perception check, you can see something is carved very low to the ground, like about the middle of your calf. Something is carved in the side of the wall there.
Andra,
Yo.
you're short. Can you see this better than I can?
I can try. I take my little purple orb and bring it up close to where he's pointing.
Yeah, when she moves the orb, because of your dark vision, you can see perfectly fine in dim light. So, Lenine, you can see it easily once the orb is there, kind of illuminating it. And it's just a little note that says, it's actually written in a language that not all of you understand. But I believe, Lenine, you speak Elvish, don't you?
So does Andra.
Great. Then
Most of us who are looking to read it.
Yeah. Those of you who speak Elvish can read it. It simply says portal, danger, and then it's signed IGT 3.
Portal danger.
Mm-hmm.
I know this game.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Is there? It's just on the wall. Like, is there an opening near it?
Or an arrow. Like a portal danger this way.
It's just carved on like the low side of a wall.
All right. Are there any rocks on the ground?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a rock down each tunnel. Maybe I'll go through a portal.
Clink, clink, clink. Sounds just like rock hitting stone.
Well, I got nothing. Do you think maybe the portal's just old and gone? Who knows how long this letter's been here?
Sure. Yeah, that seems likely.
You got a better suggestion?
Can I look up?
Can you look up? Sure.
Yeah. Like, what's above us? How high is the ceiling? That kind of thing.
Oh, I see. The ceiling is, about 10 feet or so up. It's not like crazy high.
And is it smooth? Does it have openings in it? Is it craggy?
There are little like openings, and there's like little like indents like on the walls as well. Like, it's not smooth; it's a natural cave structure. So it's got like those like ribs and ribbons and that sort of thing.
But nothing you would describe as a portal.
Not immediately visible to you, no.
Same thing. Same question about the floor. I'm looking down. I'm looking for an opening or a seam or a
Arcana check?
You don't notice anything like that, no.
I don't know. Anyone else see a portal?
Do we feel any magic?
Do you feel any magic?
Yeah, like Arcana.
You can make an Arcana check. Yeah, go for it. I'd love that.
No, Mysterious. 15.
Okay, I'm good at that.
Oh
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the two of you looking specifically for any kind of magical whatnots. Do not immediately see anything arcane in the area that you can see in your vision. You don't like sniff like the ingredients of any kind of magic spells or anything like that, and you don't see what you know, like or whatever experience of portals you may have, which neither of you have like tons with.
Right.
You just kind of like know generally about them. You aren't too sure what to be looking for. Andre, you have more of an idea of like what you're looking for. You're looking for runes. You're looking for like a circle on the ground. You're looking for some kind of like structure to house a window you can walk through, or something like that.
Right. I've lived in a magic tower.
Yeah, and you don't see any of that kind of stuff here.
All right. Well, guys, somewhere there's a portal, and apparently it's dangerous.
Shall we flip a sovereign and pick a direction?
How many choices are there?
There's like 3 pathways. So there's the one with the portal, and then there's 2 others. It's kind of like a Y.
Do we still see the footprints?
Or
is there just too much traffic in this area?
It's not that there's too much traffic, it's just that there's too much other stuff. You know, like there's rocks on the ground, there's debris here. Like some of it has been cleared away, as previously mentioned.
Right.
But some of it is just, pushed off to a side or something. And some of it hasn't been cleared, and like maybe it's been climbed over. It's gone from being like a thin layer of dust to just being cave ground and dirty.
Fair.
And what Lunine may notice that has been disturbed, it's hard to tell how it has been disturbed, like whether it was by like a boot print or just by like some animal or some skittering rat or something. Like it's just disturbances are noted, but if you want something more specific, Lunine, you can make a survival check. See what you discern from this area.
Not gonna. Oh, I mean, wisdom, but that's about it. Nope. That is a natural 1.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't know shit from Shinola in this instance, man.
I think this tunnel looks good, and Lunine will just point to one. The one that like they didn't just walk from.
Is it the one that says danger?
Is it?
I don't see any shark and crap down there, so I don't think it'll be too bad.
Do we think if we're looking for someone who's missing, do we think they're toward the danger?
Well, we had discussed the possibility of this being a satyr, and that they are from the Fey realm. Could this portal connect back to the Fey realm?
We don't know. Go somewhere dangerous.
Well,
Worth a shot. Let's go down this way. Let's go towards the portal. What I say.
Okay. So you begin to head down the portal way. As you begin to head down, you get like 10 minutes goes by. Another 5 minutes goes by. Everybody go ahead, give me a new perception check as you venture into this sort of dark area at disadvantage.
Nice.
Good.
Yep, I've done
good.
my bit of percepting, and I'm done now.
Yeah, Lunine. Yeah, Lunine, you're the first one to notice. As you kind of get down here, you begin to hear something. You begin to hear what sounds like the playing of flutes. Like very faint. and it's hard to make out exactly where, but you're hearing it.
Like the sounds are bouncing off a rock wall then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's echoing off of rock walls. As you
Who would have guessed?
as you begin to progress, it is getting closer, or at least louder.
Maybe somebody take a bit more of a look ahead.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Who wants to go?
I rolled a 9.
All right. So you kind of make your way forward. How far ahead do you want to go?
I would say maybe just like 30 feet ahead, just enough to like any sort of warnings or anything. I could give a little bit of notice at least, but not so much where I'm isolated.
Yeah. About 30 feet up, you find yourself at what is basically like a crossroads. It looks like you've made your way up and you can go either left or right. But nothing is like immediately in this vicinity.
All right. Well, I guess while they're catching up, could I do like a listening check down the tunnels?
Absolutely. Make a perception check.
Good. God. Can I roll above a 10 today? Jesus, 11.
Yeah. With an 11, you can still hear the flutes or whatever they are, but you can't get like a bearing on exactly where they are.
You're better at music. Which tunnels is coming from?
Yeah, are you asking me? I will.
You're the only one named Renata, no?
Yeah. Let's do a perception check.
Cool.
A 19.
Cool. With a 19, listening, and like you do know like what stuff sounds like when it bounces off of like various concert halls and performance venues and materials and that kind of stuff. Now that you're kind of paying attention and listening to it, you can tell that it's actually the reason that probably Lunine was having trouble is because it's coming from both directions. So that makes you think that either left or right, it must meet up somewhere and then like circle back around. You know, like it's like these connect farther down, and wherever that connection is, it's beyond that point that the sound is coming from.
I explained all of that to Luni and everyone listening. And without further ado, I guess we'll just keep on going down.
Yeah,
Which way, left or right?
that way.
Left.
Okay, great. All right, you begin heading towards the left. In doing so, you go for a little ways and eventually find yourself in a much larger open cavern. And like the music is loud enough now so that all of you can faintly hear it. And in this little like antechamber, it is echoing and like ding 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 ding. Also in this chamber are various piles of stuff. It's hard to make out in this darkness and only the dim light of the two orbs.
Ooh, I want to investigate a pile.
Okay. You head on over there. Go ahead. Make an investigation. So you scamper in front. And like there's like stuff on it, so you gotta like tear through this stuff. It's like wrapped up or whatever, and you dig through. and eventually you find something that feels like sturdy and stuck.
Hey, can someone give me a hand with this? Someone bigger than me, it's kind of heavy. I think it's stuck.
That looks awfully dirty.
Yeah, I'll help you out here. Although I'm not very strong myself.
Cool.
Stronger than Lunine.
As evident by when you caught Lunine. Great. So you begin, helping out Andra, and you get your hands on this thing, and you kind of give it a yank, and both of you together, and you hear it, kind of a clicking, popping noise.
That was probably bad.
And you take out something that is very, very smooth. And once you kind of look at it in the dim light created by your orb, Andra, Renata, you recognize it immediately. It is a humanoid skull.
Oh, gross.
Prestidigitation.
Still gross. Come on, you can't just go around picking up things.
I thought it was something
Okay.
cool.
Yeah,
Is it in good condition
Oh,
after Andra prestidigitated it?
I mean, like, it is like not damaged in any way. It was just probably like attached to a vertebra or something.
Cool.
It looks well preserved. Are you
Yeah,
keeping that,
it
Andra?
is.
Why did you want it?
No, you're looking at it a little too longingly.
Well, I've checked my list, and it's not a thing I actually need at the moment, but it's kind of cool.
Speaking
Each their own.
Speaking of your list,
Yeah.
Andra, what is on here, and what is on there, and are you looking for anything as you're traversing these caves? Just so I know.
No, I don't think there's much we're gonna find in these caves
Okay, great.
that's on my list of random objects.
Not as nasty finger bones?
I have finger bones already.
Aren't they like gnarly ones though?
They're shark and crab.
Alright.
Okay.
Tanner's just imagining using a different spell component than intended, and the spell just like... There was that meme that was like purple flames coming out of a window, and it was like, damn it, Mike, I told you not to use the vegan... What was it? The vegan sacrifice? Something like that.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a Sahuagin finger bone. It's totally humanoid. It's cool.
Alright.
Already in my backpack. Totally cool. Only other thing I need from a humanoid is my own blood, and I'm gonna wait on that.
Yeah.
Well,
fair.
I'm sure plenty of that will be drawn at some point. You don't even have to do it yourself, probably.
No.
Alright. Actually, can I perception check around the room too?
Absolutely. Make a perception check. Disadvantage, because it's still dim in this area.
15?
Cool. Yeah. Looking around the room now a little bit more easily now that your companions have kind of like scampered into the room a little bit and you're all kind of in there. You notice that like large corners of the room have like strands of stuff in them. And you kind of like go over and investigate one, and you see one's kind of like right by the door you came in, and you look at it and you reach out and you have a problem pulling your hand away, and you realize it's webbing.
Guys, there's spiders.
And as you say, there's spiders.
No.
There's spiders.
Does a 14 hit your armor class, Andra?
Oh yeah.
As you say spiders, almost uncannily, Andra is like blobbed by a big patch of webbing. Andra, you are restrained by this webbing. So you can't move and everything else that comes with restrained.
Awesome.
As you all hear chittering, and you look up, and you see two massive spiders above you, beginning to crawl down the sides from a massive web that is up in this larger ceiling.
Hey, friends.
So I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative, please. Click your token and roll that initiative.
Where's a fireball when you need it?
Good luck.
I'm restrained.
I bet you wish you were here.
I do, actually, but Ozo doesn't.
Natural 1.
Let's
Again.
go.
I think that's what my third tonight.
Wild.
Well, I mean that initiative though is at this point just Looney's thing.
Fair enough.
You're not wrong.
All right, do I have everybody? I think so.
Pretty sure most of my initiatives have been under 10.
Well, other than
Oh yes, I will roll for Corvus and Selenar. Although they're kind of shadowy and indistinct, I'm going to say that they're actually not in the room yet. They're still back down the corridor.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do
Okay.
you want me to open up one of the pages?
No.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Corvus has to be
actually-
within 20 feet of me, or his orb goes out.
Okay. Then
Yeah, Amber. That way, Amber could play. Them.
yeah, let Amber,
I'll
you
do Corvus.
you can go ahead do Corvus. Just because Matt may or may not be keeping secrets, just stick to the actions on the character sheet.
Heard.
Cool.
Just the stabby and the pew pew.
Stabby, pew pew. Yes, I'm. Yeah, I got you.
Cool. So Selenar and Lunin are there. Yeah, if you want to click on, or actually, I think I have to do it because I don't think I have permission set yet. Let me just do that real quick.
That's fine.
Last minute, everything.
Oh no, this changes it for everything. I don't want it for every window. That's annoying.
Tanner, do you want to do Selenar or?
I could do that, sure.
Okay, great.
Me.
So I will give you a Selenar control. So you should both be able to click those tokens and roll some initiative for them.
I clicked on the wrong Nuuli Forged campaign.
There have been two now, so it's okay.
You have an excuse. Hey, wait,
That is
how do I
true.
find it?
Oh, he has his page.
I purposely zoomed, trying to like see the minimum, the least amount of stuff I could. It's not gonna work. It's fine. I'm not gonna read. Don't worry.
Cool. Oh, Corvus gets a nice initiative.
You boy.
And were you able to find Selenar's sheet
yeah.
there, Tanner?
Where's this? Oh, there's this token. Yeah, it's in light mode. I'm just blind.
Cool.
Blinded by the light. 9.
Wonderful.
I don't know what that sound was.
Cool. Well, let's bring everybody over to the map. Ba-ba. I believe everybody should be able to see the map now.
Jays.
Yes.
Glorious. Here we are. As you can see, to your varying degrees of visibility, two massive spiders are here. They are about 20 feet up on the side of this wall, and they are crawling down these massive webs. The webs are kind of everywhere here. So the ones on the floor they aren't full of difficult terrain, but they do reduce everybody's speed by 5. And currently Andra is restrained. So you are all webbed up, Andra. But first to do anything is Corvus with Renata on deck-ish.
Wonderful. Corvus is going to disengage.
Yeah, the spider is out of his reach. Like, it's 20 feet in the air.
Okay, it's in the air. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, it's up on a wall. Yeah.
That's fine. Then I won't disengage. Corvus is going to, however, back away a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, and
so that it won't drop down on him.
Yeah, and this level down here is about 5 feet below the level Renata and Andra are on. And actually, Andra, you'd be there.
Got it. Oh, I see. There's a little steppy thing.
Yeah.
Are they,
okay,
are they 20 feet from that second level?
Yeah, so they would be 25 feet above you, Lunine.
Okay.
And for me to be able to see it, I still have to stay here probably because of height.
Yeah, it's actually only because the ball is above Corvus's head that he can actually just barely see.
Just barely. Great. So Corvus is going to just short bow.
Cool. The attack is at disadvantage because the creature actually is like just beyond the visibility, so it's hard. He's basically having a hard time aiming.
That is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Did it roll? No. Maybe? Oh my gosh. There, I had to do that. I didn't read it, I promise.
No worries.
What about now? Why is it broken? Okay. Fine. Shashar 1d20 plus...
So it's plus 7.
7 total.
Yay. Dexy.
What? Ugh. A 23 and a 26.
Well, both of those will hit.
Nice.
Great.
Go ahead, roll his damage, which is 1d6 plus 5.
6 plus 5. 10 damage, please.
All right, 10 damage to the spider.
Cool. And yeah, Corvus has to stay there to be able to see anything.
Yeah, good deal.
And he's gonna say, maybe we should, I don't know, go?
Cool. Is he gonna move?
I think he has to stay there so he's not scared of not seeing it.
Okay. Next up
I'm just going to
is
glare at him.
next up. It is the spider's turn. So the spider. Let's see if this one gets his fun back.
His fun back.
His fun back.
He doesn't. One of them, this guy over here, launches a web at Selenar. That is a 15 to hit Selenar.
Yep.
Selenar is also restrained by the spider's web. This one descends down. It is now on the level of the rest of you and reaches out to bite the one who hit him. So it's going after Corvus.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit Corvus, which I believe does hit.
Just hits, yep.
For 5 piercing damage, and I need Corvus to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's very sharp web.
I know, right? There's
No.
a con save.
6 is a failure.
Okay.
So
How much damage did you
he,
say? Sorry.
he gets bit for 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And also, poison pulses through him. 14 points of poison damage pulse into him. And Corvus is just wrecked by
Totally wrecked.
this
Very wrecked.
feeling of this spider just biting into it. It wasn't the bite that hurt, it was the absolute poison of this thing here.
Crushed.
Yeah, it's rough. All right.
We're seeing your damage rolls and stuff. I don't know if you're meaning for that.
No, I forgot that one.
Okay.
I fixed it, but thank you for being honest about it. But you know I don't lie, because I just told you the damage that it rolled. It rolled really well on damage.
Yeah.
Glorious. I bet there's a way I can put it into here. Yes, there is. I'm going to do that. Cool. Glorious. I love it. Great. I don't have to worry about it. Cool. Next up, Renata with Andra on deck.
I am going to try to help Andra break free of the webbing. if I may.
Wonderful. Yeah. So you're going to use your action to give her aid on her attempt to break out. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's how it works. Yes.
Yeah. So essentially that's giving her advantage when she attempts to break out. So like you're gonna start like pulling on the webs and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Cool. Any bonus actions or on your turn that you would like to do?
Now that you mention it, yes. I would like to offer Andra bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
How does that?
how do you give bardic inspiration in this moment?
How do I do it? I harmonize my voice in a sing-song fashion. Bardic inspiration for you. Use it now. Don't waste it. Something like that. I don't know.
Fantastic. So you have it's a D6 right now, or is it a D8?
1d6. 1d6.
So you have a
Okay.
D6 of bardic inspiration you can add to an attack roll or ability check.
Got it.
Or saving throw.
Or saving throw. Thank you.
Great.
Which is great because it is now Andra's turn with Selenar followed by Lunine on deck.
Cool. Since I've been given all this help, I guess I'm going
Yes.
to use my action to struggle.
Great. So go ahead, make a strength check. Now you have advantage because of Renata. You also have a D6 of inspiration that you can use if you desire.
I'm gonna use.
So it's not
because
a
I'm not very good at this.
it's not a save. It's
I didn't think I was rolling a save. My bad.
that's okay.
Oh, I see. They overlap.
Yeah, if you click like the actual like on the strength, the minus whatever number, the -1, like up there above your strength score, that will roll an actual strength check.
No, it is roll. It keeps rolling a strength save.
Huh. All right. Well, you don't have any modifiers anyway.
No, I do not. I kind of suck at this, honestly.
So that is an 8. Do you want to use your bardic inspiration?
Oh my god.
Cool. Having therefore failed miserably.
Indeed, a 9 is not enough to break free of the webbing.
However, as a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step.
Nice. Yeah.
You could have done that. All right.
I'm going to Misty Step to the other side of Renata.
Okay.
Boop.
Right. You're gonna put me between you and the spider.
Cool.
Huh? Damn right I am.
After I sang,
So
you
you
break free.
you pop out of Misty Step,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pop, a little bit further, but now I can't see the spider anymore, so that's
Yes,
as far as I'm going.
and interestingly, that also means that the light above Corvus pops out.
Goes out. Sorry.
So Corvus now doesn't see much of anything. Oh well.
Oopsie. But hey, I'm no longer restrained. Or am I still webbed? Does the web travel with me?
The web does not travel with
Great.
you.
Great. So I am unrestrained and over there.
Correct.
Fabulous. I think
You do
pretty much my turn.
you do have movement left if you would like to do anything with that.
Unfortunately, I can't see shit anymore, so I suppose I could take another step around the scary corner and try to hide.
Sure.
I mean, hide. Not. I don't have an action left, so I'm just ducking around the corner.
Great. Cool. Roll a d20 for me, Andra.
Oh dear. 11.
Okay. Great. Cool. All right. We go now to Selenar with Lunine on deck.
Alright. Selenar is gonna cast Flaming Sphere next to the spider that's near him.
Ooh. All right. Flaming.
Because it just
sphere.
says that it needs to be in an unoccupied space, it doesn't say it has to be on the ground.
That is correct.
And it emits 20 feet bright light.
Cool.
And I think 20
Nice.
feet dim.
Very cool.
Yeah, 2020.
Great. I'll adjust that. Wonderful.
And then as a bonus action, he's gonna bonk the spider with it.
Nice.
So it needs to make a
Are there any somatic components for Flaming Sphere?
yes.
Cool. Then I just want a quick little wisdom check. Just a casting check. Cool. Yeah, the spell goes off without it. He's able to maneuver his fingers just enough to like wiggle the flaming sphere into existence.
Sweet. Alright, DC 14 dex save on the spider.
All right. Let's see, dex save. That is a success.
Alright. I still believe it's half damage.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So 2. It's not letting me do it. Alright. So half of 7, 3.
All right, so it takes 3 points of fire damage.
Does it start igniting any of the webbing that's nearby?
You attacked the spider with it, so the webbing is not. So, like, you bash the side of the spider, not the webbing.
Well, it just. I mean, the spell just. I know it says, like, at the end of a creature's turn if it's within 5 feet, so I didn't know if, like, it's just starting to sear any of it.
Let's see. When you direct a figure 5 feet tall, 10 feet wide. Cool. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the spear makes a dexterity saving throw. Oh, cool. Yeah, so the spider's on the ground, so it's cool. It, like, bonked off to it. So, like, there's some searing of, like, the small webbing on the ground, but it's not, like, catching a light like tinder.
Okay. That was what I was concerned about.
Yeah. Cool.
That's it.
But like the light webbing that is on the ground is like seared away. Like it's like it's like when rope burns and it like smokes and coils back on itself. That's what's going on the ground.
Okay.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Now we'll go over to Linine.
All right.
I will say one thing. because of the light of the flaming sphere, something else you would all notice. There is
A pile of gold.
More spiders.
another spider clung to the ceiling right about there.
Oh, fuck.
That tracks.
But Lunine, it's your turn.
Wait, so did you say the spider was on the ground?
Both of these spiders are on the ground. This one is the one up top here is still on the ceiling.
Okay. So,
Looks like it's heading your way though.
aha. I don't like that. I don't know which enemy to fight.
Well,
Choices.
Corvus is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Corvus is like the mask is on, so you can't see his face really. But you saw him get bit by that spider and almost like stumble to the ground. Like his arms look like he's having trouble holding them up. They're very heavy.
All right, Lenine's just gonna take a step this way.
Mhm.
So we gotta get rid of this spider fast. I am going to use Trickster Step.
Okay.
I'm gonna, if I can. Wait, hold, it's 15 feet, 5, 10. Could I like appear on the spider and then leave this? I can't end my space or my turn in the space, right?
Correct.
On top of it and stab it. And
if you want to attempt to like appear above it, come down and like stab it, like you can totally try that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, if you want to like stay on top of the spider at the end of your turn, it's going to be a check, but otherwise.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome. Go for it. Use your Trickster Step. This is the first time you've done this, so what does it look like?
So Lunine, you just you just see his character standing still. Nothing's like really happening. And then he's just gonna attack.
So Lunine is one place one instant, and then another place the other.
Yeah, but you don't see him until the sword hits the enemy.
Oh, very cool. So it's like a trick of the eyes. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah, so he turns invisible and teleports 15 feet. But until the invisibility breaks, the mirror image stays up.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so
yes,
you see this Lunine, and then you see him on top stabbing into a spider. Go ahead, make an attack roll with advantage because of your invisibility.
Did that go through? No. Okay. Why is it? It's not rolling. That's so dumb. All right.
It's not just me.
I guess it's doing it for Selenar. It's just not doing my attacks. It's doing all my other rolls, just not my attacks.
Weird. Yeah, there was a weird. That is very weird. There was an update, so I wonder if there's something strange going on.
So 17 plus 6, 23.
That will hit. Go ahead, roll damage on the giant spider.
I'm actually going to expend another wild point and use Siren Strike.
Ooh, nice.
So that's first flashy damage.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 stabby damage.
Very nice.
With another 8 psychic.
So you all see Lunine immediately go from standing here to on top of the spider with his sword jabbed into the skull of this thing, like right behind the top of the eyes. And as you twist the blade in, you all hear. Well, what happens when you use your siren strike? What does it sound like?
It's just like a piercing shriek, but it's not so much. It's not loud in the sense of your ears are ringing. Just kind of like. It doesn't. It's not painful for everybody else, but you kind of like distantly hear it in your mind.
Yeah. So you all get this sense of this like echoing shriek as Lunine twists the blade, and like it seems to emanate from his weapon, and it. And you see the creature's, the spider's skull, shudder and then crack as it falls lifeless to the ground, and it naturally rolls over and its legs begin to curl up. Lunine, make a dexterity saving throw as the spider rolls to death on the ground.
Natural 20.
Fantastic. That's
what I natural 20 on.
You effortlessly like backflip off of the spider. You can land anywhere within 10 feet of the spider you want.
I'll land over there and kind of like start looking up ready at the other one.
Wonderful. Fantastic work. Very cool. We then go to Corvus.
Cool.
With Renata on deckish.
Corvus is going to scooch. There's light now. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere good to scooch. Is there a way to like circle around and go down to this lower level and like tuck in behind whatever this like stairs or?
So yeah, this is just like a little descent. It's like a couple of natural staircases. They're not like carved. It's like just kind of like a ledge down, and it's only 5 feet up. So,
Corvus is not small. Well, Corvus is still going to climb down and sort of hunker down behind there, and can I look in Corvus's inventory to see if he's got a health potion? I just don't know.
He does not, I believe.
Okay, great. So then,
potion.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Corvus
have
is
one.
going to hunker down and try to hide.
Great. So he hunkers down over here, kind of by Lunine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Against the slope. Yeah, once it goes up a little.
Go ahead, make a stealth check for Corvus.
27.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so he's pretty well hidden.
Great.
Lunine can see him.
It's like elven
like
cloaks
right
going to Mordor.
But it's like, the shadow, he's using the shadow from the flaming sphere to kind of like hide behind this ledge. So it's blending in pretty well. But Lunine like knows where he is. But if he sneak attacks Lunine, that's another problem. Very cool.
Yes.
All right. So Spider. Spider's the next, as it were. They're going to do stuff. Does this guy get his fancy stuff back? Nope, he does not. Wait, nope, that's the wrong die. Haha. Oh, he does. He does get it back. That's exciting. But he's going to crawl away from the flaming sphere thing. He's going to climb up this wall here to the other side, just above Selenar. And he's going to go ahead and try to bite his food. So he's got advantage on the bite. That's a 14 to hit Selenar.
Yep.
For 9 piercing and 9 poison damage.
Ouch.
And Selenar needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Or actually, make 2 con saves. The first one is for the poison damage. Great. So he does not take the poison damage. Or, well, he doesn't take all of it. So he takes the 9 piercing, but he only takes 4 poison damage. Which is much better than taking the full. So go ahead. That's 9 and 4. So I need another con save, DC 10.
10.
Fear.
12.
Excellent. Excellent. The sphere is maintained. So that is that spider. This spider is going to clop over a little bit and fire a web at Lunine, but with a 7 will miss. So you see the spider try to spin a web at you, and you shimmy out of the way. Very nicely done. Next up, we have Renata.
Eldritch Blast on this part right here of Selenar.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
That will absolutely hit for 10 massive points of force damage.
Yay.
The spider squibbles and squiggles. It's very... wonderful. Anything else, Renato?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. That brings us to Andra.
Oh.
Is Dancing Lights concentration?
Yes.
Great. Continue.
But I've not taken any damage.
Nope.
But
you might.
I might. Andra is going to peek around this corner a little bit and is going to throw some chill touch.
Thrill touch.
Thrill touch. At this guy. At the guy who's trying to bite our friends.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cast the spell and it can't grasp onto the creature. It's like it fizzles out right before reaching the creature.
Yeah.
Not very thrilling.
No.
Because this is Thriller.
Not so thrilling.
Do.
Less
right.
thrilling.
All right. Anything else, Andra?
No.
Okay, Selenar, and then Lunine. So
1 second.
yeah, so Selenar is still restrained up in this bitch, and amongst this webbing, but he does maintain concentration on the flaming sphere.
And I'm assuming he cannot see Corvus.
No, he cannot.
Right. Alright.
Spider in the way.
Very hidden.
Yeah.
Very hidden
Well,
and spider in the
And
way.
very hidden.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, bonus action. He's gonna move the sphere and bonk the spider again.
Yeah.
While keeping it more than 5 feet away from himself.
Yeah, he can kind of like roll it around and then come up the stairs and kind of like bounce off the wall. Because the spider's still like kind of up the wall, but it's within bonking reach of the sphere.
Wait.
So
The sphere right there. Fuck, that's gonna hurt Lunine and Corvus.
well, it's really like he can control it to bonk it over to here.
Okay.
It could be above the spider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't go up walls, but the spider is, like, stuck to the wall, so it's, like, smashing into the wall.
so DC 14 dex save.
Dex save. Boop. Succeeds once again. Go ahead, roll damage. It'll take half.
So 2.
Alright, and it will take 2 fire damage. And again, the little trails of webbing on the cave floor are, like, singed away, like... Tss.
And then action, he's gonna cast Frostbite on this spider. Give it a little icy hot action.
Is there a somatic component to
Yes.
that?
So
Great. Make a wisdom check.
Did it roll? No. There we go. 12?
A 12 is enough. Yes, a 12 is enough.
So that's a DC 14 con save.
All right. Fails that one.
Woohoo!
So it takes 2 cold damage and has disadvantage on its next attack.
Awesome. That is very good news for our friendly neighborhood, Selenar. Wonderful. Lunine, we're up to you.
I see a big bug in. Is this one on the ground in front of me now?
No, it's up like 30 feet at the top of the ceiling.
But it is throwing shit at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw shit back at him. Oh, that's the wrong page. Why? No. My longbow does not reach.
Indeed not. Your longbow, it doesn't. The string doesn't break, but it does. But you do like drop your like all your arrows. They just go and kind of scatter on the ground.
Clumsy.
He like is looking up and aiming, and then they just kind of like flip out.
Yeah, like as you draw back too far, and when you release it, like it like floop, the arrow like jumps and like smashes back into the quiver, and you're like ah, and the quiver just like all gets turned over by accident with all the jostling, and arrows out. Okay, very cool, very great. Anything else, Lunine?
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at it. Why don't you come down here now?
Okay.
I like you're the other one.
All right. Back to Corvus.
I love the yelling at spiders. Corvus is going to appear miraculously. And
where'd you come from?
Oh hey. And I guess shoot this one.
Yeah, he has advantage on the attack because he's attacking from hiding.
Great. And it's still not rolling attacks, which is my favorite.
The creature is in dim light, so yeah, so he can. Attacks in dim light. I think he still has disadvantage, so I think it's a straight roll. Let me just double check that.
Okay.
Yeah, the sphere's 20/20.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Let's see.
You could probably hit the one that's next to Selenar though, and get the advantage.
Yeah, so it is at disadvantage.
It's at actual disadvantage, not just straight. Okay. I forgot that it's up. It looked like it was fine in the circle.
Actually, no, because it's considered lightly obscured and not heavily obscured, which would be pitch black. So it's not disadvantage. So it is at advantage. So you're all good.
Okay.
Because you are attacking from hiding. So so that will definitely hit. Both of those will hit.
Okay, great.
Go ahead, roll damage and his sneak attack.
It's a total of 3d6 plus 5.
Yeah.
Oh, shiced. Only 11.
For 11 damage.
Terrible rolls.
Arrow right in the torso, the abdomen of this creature as it is I guess the torso, because the abdomen's kind of in the back. Because he's upside down, crawling towards y'all.
Yeah.
And he's no longer hidden.
Yep. Corvus is going to just take himself and try to tuck back in, knowing that he won't be hidden, but maybe he'll be hard to reach.
Okay. Yeah, you can tuck in there. Very cool. All right.
Tuck.
Back to the spiders. The spider is going to crawl away from the flaming orb that hurts it oh so much. And it's going to climb about... it's going to just kind of climb over Selenar. It's going to try to bite Selenar whilst in motion here. That is a natural 20.
At
Bummer.
disadvantage?
Right.
Oh, at disadvantage because of the frostbite. Very good. So that's only a 13. Actually,
It still hit, but
no, because Selenar is restrained. So
Oh,
the
so
advantage and disadvantage cancel out, which mean the natural 20 does stand, unfortunately. So that is 13 piercing damage.
he's unconscious.
Okay. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw against the poison, however.
Oh.
He's just so bright. 11.
An 11 is just enough, which is really good, because otherwise it would have been 26 poison damage, and he would be dead. So instead, he just takes 13. So Selenar is unconscious.
With a failed save.
No, because it's the same attack.
Oh, okay. And it just got real dark.
Yeah, as the poof goes out. So he is, for all intents and purposes, prone, restrained, even though he's like still up. The webbing has like latched him to the wall, and the spider is over there. The other spider spins the little web thing and drops down right on top of Lunine, and is going to bite Lunine. That is an 18 to hit.
That just hits.
You take 7 piercing damage, and go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
$13.
13. That is enough. So you take only 7 poison damage.
Wait, so how much damage was that?
14 total.
Do I still have a dancing light dim?
No.
Nope.
He walked
Fine.
I walked too far away.
Okay.
Which, by the way, Lunine, your armor class, did you summon your armor?
I assumed as we were going into unknown territory, he would have it on.
Okay, great. So you all noticed that at one point Lunine, like, kind of wood and stuff, like, kind of sprouted around him and, like, became, like, a protective coating.
Yeah, it seems like when we hit the portal danger, that seems like a likely time to it.
Or just adventuring into dark caves.
Yeah, either way. You all did watch as Lunine
Cool.
had that that fun littleness to him. Yeah, but it's like roots and moss and bark and vines kind of sprouted and have grown around him in the shape of armor, kind of giving him some extra protection.
Yeah, I'd say it kind of looks like half plate-ish, like there's coverings, but there's a lot of movement at the joints, because dexterity.
Yeah. Definitely kind of grown or summoned with your fighting style in mind. Very cool. Great. Renata, we're back to you.
All right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How does the spider look?
Make a medicine check on the spider. It looks like it looks like a big ass spider that is very terrifying and scary and has seemingly killed one of your friends.
And it's not dead.
Okay. And it's not dead.
And is not dead.
The Selenar just fell, so let's take the risk. And I'm going to go at the spider. I'm gonna do. I'll do the same thing. Do Eldritch Blast.
Oh, on this giant spider down here?
Yes.
Go for it. Fire away.
Uh, 23 to hit.
23 will hit for 9 points of force damage, which blasts the spider against the wall.
Yes.
The spider is poof, dead.
Okay.
Oh, and it seems like we have a little bit of Corvus action. Hello, Matt.
Yeah. You're not dead yet.
Not quite.
This is good news. Just
Sorry.
hide. Just hide.
Trying.
All right.
We're against spiders in a dark place.
No,
That's true.
and I can't see in the dark.
Nope, you can't.
No.
Not a thing.
Oh,
Anything else on your turn, Renata?
sorry. How's it going?
Um.
I don't know why I thought I was taking that with me.
No.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
Actually,
Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you. That's perfect.
do
Thanks
bardic
again.
inspirations help with death saving throws?
They do because they are a saving throw, and you can apply Bardic Inspiration to a save.
Cool. So I will apply one to Selenar.
Very, very great. Thank you. I've got it for telling me that. Whoops. Boop.
Was this something I did?
No. Just when you came, I had to change the scene, and I didn't have the screen removed. Cool.
Oh, sorry that I made you speak to my... Oh, sorry. I was on the phone.
Yes, you were. That's okay. Cool. Great. So yes, you have killed a spider. You're going to hang out there, Renata?
Yes.
Cool. And you gave a bonus action or Bardic Inspiration
Bardic
to
Inspiration.
Selenar. Great.
Yep.
Good to know. All right, Andra.
Andra's going to recast Dancing Lights, 4 of them this time, and space them. They need to be 20 feet apart, so 1 over my head, 1 20 feet toward me, and then 20 feet, and then 20 feet heading across the room.
Very cool.
Because I think I would like to see, and I assume Corvus would like to see as well.
Yeah, I dig that.
Because right now I see absolutely nothing except for the ground around my feet where nothing is happening. I just hear like shouts and grunts in the darkness.
Yeah. I dig that. Let's see.
Where's Greg with their night vision cat-eye glasses when you need them?
Right.
Just stab your face with a screwdriver, then you can see.
Or I could cast a cantrip.
Nah. I like the other option.
So they are 10 feet of dim light? Is that what you said?
They're 10 feet of dim light, and I'm casting them. Yeah, kind of like so.
Great.
Yeah, then 2 more, because I get 4.
Yeah. So there's one like about here, you said?
Yep. And then 1 another. Yep. Kind of like there, and then 1 past that. Yep.
Great.
Kind of like that.
Great. So, boom, there's some light for y'all.
There's some light. It's not great light, but it's better than the 0 light we had.
Yeah, definitely.
And it looks like a giant purple beach ball.
It does. Hey, it's what I found real quick, so you know.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. Great. Is that the end of your turn, Andra?
That's pretty much what I can do. Yeah.
All right. Then we're going to go to Selenar. I will roll a d20 for Selenar.
With inspiration.
I will automatically use the inspiration because he doesn't really have a choice. So with the inspiration, okay. Good. All right, so Selenar attempts a death saving throw. You don't know whether it succeeds or not. Lunine, we are up to you.
Alright. There's a big bug in front of me.
Yeah.
And a purple sphere over your shoulder.
Oh wait, no, this bug is still in the air, right?
No, it has dropped down to your level.
Oh right, yeah, it attacked me.
Yeah, it tried to bite you.
Alright. Stab.
Make it or break it. Go for stab.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. That will do it.
Alright, and then I am going to... Actually, no. I'm not going to waste resources.
Okay. Go ahead, roll double damage dice and add your dex mod.
So 7, 11 damage.
Very nice. A solid hit with your sword square in the middle of the creature's torso now that it's down to you and it's trying to like leap over and like bite at you. And you stab right up in it like some gross innards kind of spill out and slosh over the ground as you pull back. It's still alive.
I do it again.
All right, go for it. Make your second or your bonus action attack.
Yeah, 26
That'll
or 25.
hit. That'll hit. Yeah, the 26 will hit. The 25 won't. 5 damage?
5 plus an extra 4, so it's 9 damage.
Wonderful. You slay the final spider with the second short sword coming in from the side and like jabbing through the mandibles of this creature, killing it dead.
Woohoo!
And all of them now are dead on the ground and have their little spider legs curled up. And as you all take a moment to realize, we're going to keep initiative for just a moment here, because we have someone who's making death saves. Actually, let me check something really quickly. Cool. Actually, at this point, we will take our break. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break here. Don't worry about it. It's going to be totally fine. What could possibly be wrong? Yeah.
It's just 3 spiders.
So it's just 3 spiders. So we will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you, I've got it. Thank you so much.
Only person with healing magic is dead? Yeah.
Who says they're dead? Anyway, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you all so much after this short rest. Hello, everyone. We are back. Thanks for sticking with us for that short break. So, the party has just defeated 3 very large spiders. You can take a few moments in this dim light here to kind of extricate Selenar from the webbing that he is trapped within. And you realize, yeah, you can.
Easily.
Yeah. It's just... now that you're not like in combat, it's very easy to kind of cut him out of the webbing. And he falls into your arms. He's unconscious, but he's still breathing. It seems like the poison like knocked him out, but it didn't straight up kill him.
As soon as maybe Renata's done talking to himself over there, we can get a little healing into him.
Yeah, there are definitely like these piles around that now you know are like webbed up animals or humanoids of some kind. That were probably...
Sorry.
Yeah, they were probably at one point like living things, but now they're just like old spider food.
Delicious.
Two things.
Yeah.
One, does anybody have any vials?
Like empty vials?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
We have spiders who had painful poison.
correct. I
I
do
don't
not.
know that Corvus does.
Okay. Well, Lunine would.
Corvus has a water skin.
Put poison in the water skin, that'll be fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, we
Can
do
I-
have Corvus with us. Corvus, do you think you have any vials in your character sheet?
No idea, but I'm trying to look.
All right, you take a look and let us know.
I would like to investigate a couple of the like webbed up cocoons to see if there's anything in it.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an investigation check.
There it is. No? Okay, there we go. Natural 20.
Very nice. So, Lunine, you start rifling through, and the first couple don't reveal too much. They're like some sort of cave animal or something. Like there's a couple of rats and like kind of larger things.
They look like they've been dead for a while.
Yeah, they're like skeletal. Inside the third sack you investigate, you kind of tear open, and it is indeed the remnants of a humanoid. And you find a little satchel that they had on their person, inside of which you find 14 silver pieces, 10 copper pieces, 15 gold pieces, and it also seems like you find something else kind of in a breast pocket of a like threadbare, almost like desiccated jacket or something. It's a small little box about this big, and it's like it's black. You can kind of tell in the dancing lights. You can kind of get the color out of it. Or well, it looks black in this like purple light from these purple orbs, and you know it's dim light and whatever. So it looks black, and it looks like there's a little hinge along one side, or maybe it just kind of pops open. But it looks like a little tiny box about 4 inches long and like an inch and a half wide.
Corvus?
I think he stepped away.
Matt?
Trying to take off all my stuff. and
I
not
found
take
I
off my
found a
shoes.
box. A little black
Yes.
box. Will Corvus open it?
Yeah, it's 2 HP right now, bro.
I- You can probably still investigate it. Maybe it's trapped.
On that natural 20 investigation, you're pretty sure that like there's not even a latch on it. It's just like a box.
Oh. I popped that shit open.
Yeah, you pop it open and it kind of opens like bloop. The top. It's like it's almost like a little resistant. Like maybe there's like some magnets or something kind of keeping the lids shut. And inside you find a very strange looking set of gambling dice.
Ooh.
So, I'm keeping those. It was 14
Yeah.
silver or 14 silver, 15 copper, 14 gold.
15 gold.
15.
I'm gonna say Corvus might actually be interested in those, but I guess he didn't open the box for you.
Nope.
Yeah,
so
they're weird because like you can tell they're dice, but it's a weird set of dice. There's a 6-sided die, there's a 10-sided die, and there's a 20-sided die.
Hey, someone's playing Dungeons and Dragons down here. All right. Well, Lunine's gonna keep the dice, and the money he's just gonna give towards the party because he has enough.
Cool. So whoever wants to either divvy that out, figure out treasure, or beat group treasure funds, you can suss that out. But that's how much you have currently.
What do I save this as? Just strange dice?
Yeah, save it as gambling dice and just leave a note from spiders. Because I think gambler's dice is an item you can add like from mundane equipment or something like that.
Well, no, because it just doesn't want to load items. But
Oh,
just create one.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Just create a custom item.
Who has party funds? I know it's not Andra.
I don't know if anybody's generated it yet because I don't know if it's
I
come
thought
up.
it was Renata.
Yeah.
Is it Renata? Great.
So give me the numbers.
It's in the
They're in the chat.
yeah, 14 silver,
Thank-
15 copper, 15 gold.
Great.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then,
All right.
did you want to toss the healing bird at her unconscious
dead boy?
friend? Yeah.
He didn't use his. I was hoping he would roll like a nat 20 on his death saving throw, and
No, when you cut him out, you realize that like he was breathing. Like he wasn't bleeding out. He was just unconscious.
okay. Well, yes, I will heal him.
I mean, you're welcome to make a medicine check if you want to before. Like, you can always do that.
Sounds
I'll
like
do
maybe
a
you should.
medicine check.
Sure. Are you trained in medicine, or is it just kind of a jack of all trades thing?
Jack of all trades thing.
Cool. Great. Yeah, with a 13 looking him over, like, it seems like the bite didn't, like, do enough damage to kill him, but the poison that he took was probably enough to knock him out.
Well, I don't know how long this will take, right, for the poison to wear off.
On a 13, you know it'll probably take more than, like, 5 minutes. But you don't know, like, the
Okay.
end time.
So if we wait 10 minutes,
He's still unconscious.
okay, yeah, I don't want to wait. I'm just gonna use the healing spell on him. I cast the cure.
Yeah. Yeah. How much healing do you return to Selenar?
Sorry, I thought I clicked on it. Just a second.
It's apparently not playing well today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. D&D Beyond is a little buggy today for some reason.
I'm glad it's not just me.
I think I saw the a notice that they were going to do maintenance, but I assume this is why, because they're having buggy issues.
A 6.
Great.
Does he wake up?
6 points of healing.
Yeah, with the healing, he wakes up. He's still a little worse for wear. As is Corvus. Corvus is looking very, feeling very drained. I guess it's hard to tell how he looks exactly, but he's definitely like hunched over, and his posture is less than ideal.
If we
do want a
decide
short
to rest
now? Yeah.
I was going to say, if we rest, I can perform Song of Rest, and everyone can regain an extra 1d6 hit points if they're using their hit points, their hit die.
Yeah, since we don't have to wait for Selenar to like wake up and he can actually short rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think
Sure.
Corvus is a fan of that.
Yeah, I would guess so.
Do I roll the d6 or?
Yeah, you will roll the d6, and anyone else will roll their own hit die. I will roll for Selenar's hit die.
Everyone gets an extra 3.
Great.
I forgot
3
how to short
HP?
rest for a second.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Well, after the short rest.
I definitely don't know how to rest.
So if you go up on your character sheet, you'll see short rest, long rest.
Oh, I can't because it's not mine, I think.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Corvus
So
Corvus can do
I
his.
gave you the 3, but if you're in position, you can do it.
And I had 2 to begin with.
You had 2 plus the 3 that I just gave you, so you have 5, and then whatever you roll.
And Selenar gets back 15.
Yeah, D&D Beyond's just not loading.
Yeah, it seems to be being a little sad at the moment.
Huh.
So how
Hit die is probably a D8.
many hit die did Selenar use? 3? 2.
2. Sorry, I moved my mic up. My screen is just spinning right now.
Yeah,
Cool.
it seems to be a problem with D&D Beyond. Because it's doing the same thing for me.
Yep,
I
mine
should
was
break out.
fine, and it's just sitting there, refusing to
Can I roll
add
my
anything.
metal dice.
What? I'm sorry, I missed that, Tanner.
No, I said, can I roll my metal dice? But not roll 20. I'm just being obnoxious. Because D&D Beyond's being.
Yeah.
Leave your mic on while you roll it.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah, hold on.
So during this short rest, you kind of are looking over this dice. Are you making any like additional light in here, or is it still just like sticking with the dim light?
Do I have a torch?
Probably in your
I don't know,
inventory.
do you?
We've got
I
a hooded
can't
lantern.
check my inventory because my page won't load.
I've got a hooded lantern.
I'm sure you have a torch or a candle or something in your like adventurer's kit. They usually all come with it.
Hooded lantern.
I do not, notably.
In candles, I can give everyone a candle.
Yeah, the app on my phone's not even working.
Yeah, it sounds like D&D Beyond is having issues tonight.
It's working fine for me. I'm going to keep casting dancing lights so that at least there's at least dim light for those of us who need it to not trip over our own damn feet. But I'm not carrying any sources of light because, I can make light.
Sure.
And it turns out scholars don't get to carry very much.
Yeah.
And nobles don't either.
Yeah.
So let's see. So he got 15 from his roll.
Yeah, so he's at 22 out of 24. I have it updated on my screen on roll 20.
Cool.
And he used a second level spell slot. That's it.
Great. Cool. I'm just
But yeah,
making
for
notes
short
so that all
resting, I would like to look at my dice.
Yeah. So you can take out a torch and kind of like, or a candle or whatever, and light it and kind of look at the dice. So looking at these dice, you can see that they are interesting. They seem to be made of like black onyx or lava or rock or something like that. They feel heavy and like stone. And they match the box that they came in. It's like a little dice box. The red numerals, or the numerals on it, are like red somehow. And it almost looks like they are like either pulsing or bleeding. They don't emit light, but it looks like they are alive or have a living quality to them. Like, they're not living, they're just dice. They don't have any kind of sentience or anything that you can discern.
Are you showing them to the rest of us?
But you can
Not
tell.
hiding that I'm inspecting them, so if you...
Because Andra did not need a short rest and could have used that time to identify them.
If he's openly looking at them, so you can walk over.
D&D Beyond tells me to try it again after a short rest, but it doesn't understand. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
So yeah, so Andra didn't take any damage and doesn't get has no other benefits from a short rest. So she would spend 10 minutes of that short rest identifying.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what you discover, Andra, is that these dice are what are called, or at least it is revealed to you that these are referred to as blood dice.
Cool.
Blood dice.
Blood dice.
Yeah. What these blood dice do is there's a D6, a D10, and a D20 out of them. And so it's 3 gambler's dice. Once per day as an action, you may roll any or all of these dice. When you do so, you deal psychic damage equal to the number rolled to a target creature within 30 feet of you. You then take psychic damage equal to the number remaining on the dice you rolled. For example, if you roll the d6 and your result is a 4, you deal 4 points of damage to the target and 2 to yourself.
So it deal half to me?
It's not half. It's whatever the remaining number of the die is. So if you
5 and 1.
So if you roll the d20 and you roll a 3 on the d20, the target will take 3 and you will take 17.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah?
I get it. Okay. Yeah.
Who's got does any ability that you have?
Hold on, I'm not done. So take your moments. If you are proficient with gambling dice, you may reduce the damage you take by your proficiency bonus and transfer it to the target creature. However, you cannot increase the damage beyond the maximum die amount this way, and only one person can use the dice per day. So it's like one time, once during the day, someone can take a chance and do potentially a fuck ton of psychic damage, but may get hurt in the process. So
This is kind of dope. I like these dice.
Yes. And Tanner, if you can get D&D Beyond to work for you, you can add the blood dice to your inventory. They are in D&D Beyond.
I'll do that at some point.
Yeah.
And
Just
I
take a
actually
note that
think
you have them.
I can't remember if I'm proficient with gambling dice. I can't remember what I picked.
Yeah. Seems like choices people make might have benefits. Now, anyone can use these dice. They do not require attunement. You just have to like be like, I'm using them now, and they will roll. They are exceptionally rare. You do know that, Andra. They are like very, very rare, these things.
Wait,
These
so
are super fancy, dude.
question, the dice, is it like I use it in combat or like rolling it like a divination wizard portent?
No, it's an action to roll the dice.
Okay, so it's a in combat like uses a magic item.
I mean, you can also do it out of combat, but like, yeah, like in combat, you can pull out the dice and roll them.
Day, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a.
Yeah, once per day as an action. Sorry.
Okay.
When he rolls them, is it all three, or does he pick one?
However,
Does he roll each one?
he can roll any or all of them. So he can roll the d10, or he can roll the d20, or he can roll all three. But once he rolls any of the dice once, they're done for the day.
Gotcha. So it's not like he can roll each one once per day. It's you roll
Collective.
once.
Yeah, the set's magic works once per day.
Gotcha.
I like these.
I thought you might.
I like a little risk and reward.
Yeah. Yeah, these are a fun thing that I created for one of my home games that proved very popular with a certain character who was a paladin of the god of insanity. So.
Sheogorath.
Yeah.
Right. So which cave did we come down? Tunnel.
This is the
Yes.
danger tunnel.
Yeah. So you came up from this direction.
Wait, hold on. Where are we pinging? Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So we came from there.
Correct.
So I'm actually really far into the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really see what's on the like far side very well. Most of you.
Renata, can you listen again and see if you can find direction?
Yeah. I will. Perception check. Listen.
Go for it.
15.
15. Very nice. Yeah, with a 15, now that like you've all taken a bit, the piping is currently not happening. Like perhaps the performer took a little bit of a rest. So you can't really tell.
So there's a really narrow passageway over here that I was hiding in. I don't know where it goes, but that is I don't know. I can't see any other exits from this cave from where I am.
Could we move your orbs down it a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, we can move the orbs down it.
Yeah, you want to move your orbs down?
I want to move my orbs into the tiny little passageway I was hiding in earlier.
All right.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you
Or at
move
least
your
one of them.
orbs?
Yeah, so you move your orbs in.
Jeez. Everyone's got orbs these days.
No, this is just an empty chamber.
You do see, looking around in here, Lunine, the obvious remains of like open spider sacks that probably housed at one point thousands of little baby spiders.
That are here somewhere.
Where's my flamethrower?
You remember rolling that d20, Andra? You rolled above a 10, which meant the spiders had departed.
Oh, good.
Otherwise, there would have been a few swarms of spiders in there.
In there
Well,
when I
then
went
we
to
would've-
hide?
Yep.
Cool.
You'd have definitely been dead.
Well, can we do the orbs around in the other tunnels until we find
Sure.
Yeah.
More open.
The orbs can be 120 feet from me, as long as they are within 20 feet of each other. So
Okay.
we can orb them around
Yeah.
and see
So
where the way out
Yeah.
is.
I don't know. Just move counterclockwise around until we find it.
Find a door.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, this one also looks like a dead end? Question mark.
Can I do my oil lamp?
yeah. You want to use your lamp? How
Yes.
how big are you making it?
Oh, right, because it's a hooded. I don't know,
This
about
one
as big
seems
as
to
the
go
orbs,
somewhere.
I guess.
Corvus, did you roll hit dice during the short rest?
I tried. I got 5 back. I was doing it one at a time, and then it stopped.
Well, how of your 3, how many did you want to have rolled?
2.
Cool.
Maybe 3. At least 2.
Okay, and
Well, you also got an extra 3 from Renata.
From Renata.
Yeah.
He sang a song of healing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you had
It's
2.
not a cure.
You had 2 plus Renata's 3, so that's 5. And then you rolled with the 2 dice. You rolled a total of 5.
Yeah, I got a 4 plus a 1.
Okay. So you've
I
got
don't know what,
10 hit points at the moment.
I don't know what the plus came from, to be honest.
Your con modifier.
Well, when you roll, you get
Oh,
your
yeah.
con modifier as well. So you
Oh, yes. Yeah.
so
Why is it so low?
so you rolled a 4 plus 5, and then what's your con mod?
Oh, no one knows.
You know.
It's literally on your sheet. I think it's a 1, right?
Yeah, that's what the 1 was. He said the 4 plus 1 was his con, so he rolled 1 dice, and he got 5.
That's
Oh.
my sheet right now.
Great. So then roll, if you want to roll 2 dice, roll another hit die.
I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, you can roll it in the chat. That's totally fine.
Bummer.
There you go.
Great. So you got another 3.
Oh, now it's loading. I'm gonna do them all, I guess.
Okay, so roll your last one.
That's a 4.
Last one is a 4?
No. What I rolled just now was a 4.
Oh. Oh, I see. Great.
Okay, that didn't work. 5. What is that up now? I'm like 19.
Great. Great. So yeah, so that's another. Yeah, so you're at 19 now. Great. Good job. All right, cool. Back to the cave here. Yeah, so it looks like, Lunine, as you venture out into the cave a bit, it kind of wraps back around. Like this appears to be just kind of a wall, and there's an exit kind of up this way, it seems.
And there's another narrow one over here.
I think I think down here is the way.
Orbing it
Sure.
up.
Let's do it. It's gotta be more confident, though, okay? Say it with more guts, so.
I don't know. The
Alright.
last room we walked into had a bunch of spiders.
Didn't you bring us to the caves? And I'll point at Renata.
I did.
Why don't you take point?
I will. And I will point the same direction that Looney was pointing at. We're going down this way.
Corvus makes a note in his journal.
What? No. What are you writing there?
Oh, nothing. Carry on.
And I will say under my breath, probably about how awesome I am.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go down this way.
Come on, friends.
Great. So you begin your way down the caverns again. About half an hour down these caverns, kind of without any real like guiding structure. Everyone can go ahead and make a perception check. You have your lantern out now. You said, Corvus?
Correct.
Great. So they are no longer a disadvantage with the bright light from the lantern.
Cool.
Excellent. Is someone listening as well? Because I think we were following pipes, right?
The pipe
Yeah.
stopped playing.
Yes.
The next time the dancing lights fade out and I have to recast it, I would, if Corvus has a lantern, I would go down to just the one light above my head.
Okay. Good to know. Great. You make your way down this cavern. Corvus and Renata, you, as you're walking down, Renata kind of leading the way, you kind of find a pile of like rotten fruit off down one side, and
Eat it.
and then about a few feet away from that, you find like an old like chicken carcass, like it's and like cooked chicken. So like it's like been picked pretty clean, but it seems like you're getting close to something because people are like throwing their shit out. And then as you continue on, you all begin to hear pipes start up again.
Since we're closer, does it sound familiar?
Uh,
In a vague sense?
It does actually sound familiar to you, Lunine. The tune is familiar.
Akuna Matata. Akuna.
Portal. Danger. Portal.
Guess it's not that much further ahead.
Is it just carefully with the plates? We found the dwarves.
No, the warning was in Elvish.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin to kind of head in the direction, you can tell that it's getting louder. You're getting closer, and it's a very like jaunty tune. And as you get closer, you begin to hear a couple of things. You begin to hear like the stamping of like hooves. Like it's weird. It sounds like it's like people stamping their feet, but there's a different sound to it. It's like when horses are running.
This is what I heard that night outside the...
You also eventually begin to hear like jingling bells and like little like clapping sounds of things like clap, 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 clap along to the music, like little clacking noises.
It sounds like we may have found the party after all.
I think
Everyone be on your guard.
I think I know what this is.
What is it?
Yeah.
Fawns.
What should we know about Fawn?
Like little baby deer?
No. Half goat, half person.
Ooh. Is that bad?
No, they're just rambunctious, like to be very lively, to put it lightly. They're also tricksters in their own right.
A hostile?
Can't be. But can't anything?
Okay.
Would I know if they're openly hostile, like some groups, or are they generally? I mean,
Just
standard.
make a either history or arcana check for you.
What's our proficiency bonus right now? 3?
2.
2.
Ew.
And are you doing arcana or history? History? Okay, great.
Natural 1. Are you fucking kidding?
The only thing you really know is like, because you never actually met a satyr, you just kind of like have seen them and know them, but you've never like talked to one. So
I
they,
assume like I've done reading and I've been informed of them because I've probably
like most of the stuff you've read has been like, oh yeah, these guys they can be kind of jerks, but sometimes it's like, oh no, they're the life of the party, they're fun. It seems like they are, like many creatures from your home in the Fey realm, they are mercurial and multifaceted, and
Unpredictable.
and
mercurial.
and there is no monolith to them. You know, like they're not monolithic.
Okay, you cut out or you froze. So you said,
The part you're missing is they eat babies and they don't believe in monoliths.
yeah, the part before the monolith you cut out.
Okay, so there's no like real. You've just heard like multiple things about them. Like sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're the life of the party. There's no like rule about them. They're mercurial by nature.
Okay.
So like
Yeah, so
they could be aggressive or they could be very friendly. It's a crapshoot.
Hide your kids.
Yeah, so basically everything I just said is all I know.
Yeah.
And apparently they play pipes and bells.
Yeah, and eventually, you hear like another instrument begin to like pop up, like some kind of like guitar or strumming sort of instrument, some sort of stringed instrument, I suppose.
Hey, Renata, do you know this song you're gonna sit in?
I would
Would I
say
know that?
actually,
This is not a song you don't know this particular song, but it has
Okay.
a very familiar style to you.
Like elements. Okay.
Yeah, like
do you think you could harmonize with this?
Perhaps I can, but what are you getting at?
Well, they're throwing a party. Instead of us just showing up normal, just out of the dark, coming out with an instrument might be more well received. And show that we're more friendly.
Okay. Yeah, Jerry, can I maybe take out my guitar and try to pick up on the chords here?
yeah, just go ahead, make a performance check.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, for the 15, you can easily get the beat. You know, you're a skilled performer. You get the beat, you get the harmony. Are you and you're playing in harmony with it, so you're like matching it, or are you and adding a little like flair? Like, tell me how you're going to do this.
Initially match it, and the more I quickly study this music, just try to add little flares to differentiate myself, but to make the song even more exciting than it is.
Yeah. You deftly enter into the musical stylings of this group here. And do you approach the music as you like add your own layer into it? Like, do you head towards it?
Yes, and definitely want to like start softly, but as I approach where I think is the entrance to this party, get louder and louder with the music.
Yeah. So approaching, with music in tow, you are heading in, and you begin to see light kind of like shining down this cavernous hallway. Light that is organic and moving, like it's obviously from a campfire. And as you begin to enter the light, you see the campfire is the first thing you see. And then you see it casting the light in this kind of room, for lack of a better term, that all around it there's like a few tables set up and like some casks and chests of like whatever, some racks that have like various implements and tools on them, and like a few chairs and barrels and boxes and pallets and whatever else, pallets that have like blankets and pillows and stuff on them. And what you see is a small group of interesting looking creatures. As you approach, there's three kind of shirtless men with curled ram horns, playing pipes. Their bottom half are the legs of a goat. So they've got big furry goat legs, and they're kind of like stamping their hooves and kind of hopping around as they're like playing this tune that you have so deftly joined. While another one kind of in between these two clusters of rocks is strumming along on this lute, kind of having fun. There's three kind of like small, squat, like gnome or halfling sized creatures with like big bulbous heads, and they're kind of like just thumping the rocks with their like kind of oversized arms. They're kind of just like kind of adding a little percussion to it and kind of like dancing and having a good time. There's like what looks like a goblin in like a jester outfit, like a pink kind of jester outfit with a little like scepter and bells on his shoes, and like so that's the like jingling bell noises that you hear, and he's having a good time. He's dancing kind of like chaotically across the floor, kind of whatever, like if he hits something he just knocks it over, just as likely as he is to like dance around it. It's just pure chaos and movement. And in the middle by the fire, you see a human woman with long dark hair and kind of like flowing outfit, and she's playing like castanets as she's like dancing gracefully with the music, with the movements.
So there's 3 fawns, 3 small creatures, 1 goblin, and 1 human.
There's a fourth satyr that is strumming the lute.
Okay, he was not one of the original 3. He's an addition to them.
Correct. There's 3 playing pipes and 1 strumming a lute, and you can see that as you're playing, he like nods and then kind of like gives you the motion of like, come on in, have fun, as he keeps playing. And so you're all kind of like in this room now, kind of keeping your distance a little bit. Renata, you kind of have like gone up near the fire, and what you see is you see this woman, this human woman. From all the description you've had, this can be only Rinny Swiftcrest.
Rinny, I know. I said before, once you see her, you just absolutely know this is Rinny.
Yeah. Yeah, from the people who you may or may not have successfully conned into telling you about her. She matches the description. And you're playing along for a couple of minutes here. And I would like everyone to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Everyone, or is this something that only affects humanoids?
Everybody.
Is this a proximity thing? Because
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
before sure, I'll give it to you. But before the DM shoehorned us all into that room, I had other plans.
Well, you could have entered the room or not entered
It's-
the room. Were you entering the room
Yeah.
with the group?
Well, what I was hoping to get at the back of the line and look for a little place to hide, if it was possible to remain stealthy and dousing the lantern and all that. But
Yeah,
maybe
you could have done that. Go ahead, make a stealth check. Okay, great.
I'll still give the wisdom save if I'm close enough for like that. I still rolled that.
Cool.
And Selenar.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know any of his stuff because the pages won't load.
Yeah. Amber, can you load Selenar's?
I can
She-
try.
And certainly try.
Yeah.
Certainly try.
See if you can load it.
I'm still trying to access my own.
Yeah.
Oh. Haha.
I'm going to give you control of Selenar just in case, Amber.
Cool.
Cool. So you all enter in. Corvus, you're kind of keeping back stealthing. So, like, as far as you know, nobody knows you're there. You're kind of hidden. Like, it's kind of like, it's campfire light, so it's like, you know. It's fairly bright, and like unless you want to be like 100 feet away from the party, you're gonna like be crouching along this hallway. But you can be silent about it, and maybe you won't be noticed.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's hopefully smart enough to like if it doesn't make sense to hide or look silly, then I can call it off.
Yeah, essentially, it's like a one like narrow, like maybe 8 to 10 feet wide hallway that leads into this room that this party's going on in. So if you want to stay in the corridor and be stealthy about it, you can.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you're gonna like stay outside. Great. Renata, what did you roll? You rolled a 14 wisdom save. Lunine, you rolled an 8. Andor rolled a 15. Roll for Selenar if you'd be so kind, Amber.
I don't know what the modifier is. It's not loading, but
Well, it's a
there's
19, so great.
I was gonna say I just got his page open. If that helps.
It's fine. As the music continues, Lunine, you know this song. You like know it, and like you know these dance steps, so you start joining in.
As he starts dancing, his armor disappears and he's back in his regular clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. So Lunine starts dancing along with the others as the one playing the guitar kind of like begins shouting over the music. Hello, everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I see you are a musician too! Yeah, it's very nice!
Yes. I play all over this continent.
Ah, you must tell me about it! I'm new here! We're having a good time though, it's fun!
Well, let me introduce myself. I am the one and only Renata Solangel.
Ah, Renata Solangel! I will remember this name! Allow me to introduce myself, huh? You may call me... And he kind of like jumps... Navari!
I'm sorry, Jared, one more time. Navari?
Navari.
Is that Gambit accent you're giving this guy?
Yeah. Navari.
Navari.
Yes, Navari.
I was waiting for a last name, so I thought he cut out for a second.
No, he just does a little like...
Navari.
Strums... Navari! I am Navari. Welcome to my rebels camp, huh?
We are most welcome. Thank you. What brings you to Cliffside?
Good times, of course. Good times, good times. New places to go, new people to meet. I'm so happy that your friend has joined the dance. And he gestures over to Lunine, who's like getting down.
Quick question. While we're at this moment, does Lunine actually know how to dance, or is he embarrassing all of us right now?
No, he's surprisingly dexterous.
Oh, right. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Do I get a sense that he's been charmed or enthralled by this music, or
You can make an insight check.
make a
Just
quick
having a
insight
good time.
check? 11.
Looks like he's having a fun time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cutting loose. I
All
mean,
right.
he did tell you he's from the Fae. Maybe this is like... He's from the Fae realm, so maybe this is like a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's like the Macarena. Like, you know how when you hear the Macarena, you have to like, hey, Macarena. Da, 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 da. Like, it's kind of that.
Compulsion.
Compulsion, that's the good word. Yeah, so he's dancing, and Navari is like, you should all feel free to join the dance as the music moves you. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Look at it go. Our new friend Rini here has been dancing for days. Dun 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 dun.
Ah.
Toodaloo,
I'm sorry,
toodaloo, toodaloo.
how is everyone spread out in this room?
So like Rinny's in the center by the fire. There's like and all like the creatures are kind of like around like the room, kind of like in their various places. The little guys are kind of like sitting on like rock piles, like, and kind of like just banging on rocks, adding a little bit of thump thump thump. The goblin is all over the place.
Okay, and they're really spread out. They're not like all around the fire.
No.
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I see you have my best friend Rinny here, and I'm gonna walk up to Rinny and be like, "Hey, Rinny."
She does not respond to you. You know Rinny! She is the best dancer in all of Cliffside that I have found. It is so nice that she decided to join our group. Strummy, strummy, strummy.
Yeah, Rinny and I go a long way back. So, is it possible to talk to her?
Of course! Strum, 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 strum. No one is stopping you! She's right there!
I know, but she seems a little bit too enthralled with her music.
Well, can you blame her?
I can't blame her. I do like a cool little riff on a guitar as well.
Ah, yes, and now how about one of these? That
is so cool, so cool. We'll have to trade secrets. But what if we go to a more subdued, quiet part of the music where I can just chat up with my friend here real quick?
Make a persuasion check.
No.
This is not the time for subdued. This is the time for dancing. Feel the music in you. Everybody, begin the party. Begin the party now.
In an attempt to fit in, Andra is going to attempt to dance.
Great. I need the three of you within the cave who are not hidden to make wisdom saving throws again.
Uh-oh. Looks like you're dancing.
If this involves being frightened, I have advantage.
Okay, you don't.
Is it?
It's worth a
It's
try.
not a thrash concert.
So Renata, I need a wisdom save, and Amber, roll for Selenar.
I do have advantage
I don't
against
have
being
any stats.
harmed, so I don't know if this is a charm.
Okay, then roll with advantage.
As does Selenar, for that matter.
I'll
15,
roll a
15.
d20, but I don't have any modifier info. Ooh,
Okay,
18.
well, an 18 will do it. Cool.
Selenar is a
So-
6 wisdom.
Yeah, for a wisdom save. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so Renata and Selenar are fine. Andra, you begin to pretend dancing, but then you get into the groove, and you're having a good time,
Swings by and like starts and like grabs Andra's hands and like starts dancing and swinging Andra around, basically.
Yeah, you two are like over on one side of the room. You've kind of moved over to where the satyrs are, with the three satyrs with the pipes, and they're kind of like clustering kind of over by you to like get you more interesting. They're kind of like making like a little semicircle around you as you're like swinging around dancing. They're like do 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 do, and they're just piping away. As Navari's like, isn't it fun? Your friends, they are joining in. You should join in the dance. Strum, strum, strum.
Mm-hmm. Well, so much for that idea. Now I'm just dancing.
Yep.
All
Just
right.
doing the salsa in the corner.
We're having a good time. Having a good time. Ah.
Okay. I think I want to try to attempt something here.
Sure. What do you want to attempt?
I want to try to have all the creatures focus on my guitar playing and see if I can entice all of them to come to me, towards me, and to like make a small little circle around me.
Okay. How do you think you should do this? Like, are you casting a spell of some kind?
Contesting performance.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like that. Contesting performance. And I want to try to bring the music, like, trying to think about how to word this. So I'll do something on the guitar that will like draw all their attention to me and immediately like drop to this very soft, quiet beat. And
Okay,
kind of,
so
like,
you want to wrest control of the performance, essentially.
Yes.
Great. Go for it. We'll do a contested performance roll. So Navari will roll.
18.
Navari rolls a 25.
You got it.
Jesus.
25?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a plus 10?
You don't know.
He's a real bard. He didn't take another level yet.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you begin playing this low, kind of like slower thing to like pull in the attention, and Navari's like, "Oh, very nice, a little counterbalance. Yes, let's do this." And so he plays a tune, and the others kind of pick up in the empty spots that wraps around yours and kind of weaves your slow into it. So it's like he's playing at like twice tempo, and it's just seamlessly incorporating what you're doing into what he's doing.
Okay. I'm getting a little bit tired of this. I'm missing a college party for this, so I'm not very happy.
Give the signal, Renata.
I'm going to approach him now as I'm still playing.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna hope this works.
How close are you getting to him?
I want to. Oh, okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna pretend that I'm having fun with this, right? So I approach him, and then when I'm standing next to him, it's like, oh, we should go back to back, all right, and like shred our guitars.
Make a deception check.
Does one shred on a lute?
Oh my god, I can't persuade or decept anyone.
So he looks at you, raises kind of like a bushy eyebrow, and is like, "How does one shred on an instrument? This is crazy talk. Join, come on, back in the circle. And he kind of like takes a step away from you and closer to Rinny and your dancing friends.
Great. I am going to take a step closer to him and say, well, you know what? I had enough of this, so let's shake, rattle, and roll. And I'm going to cast Tremor.
You're going to cast Tremor. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead. Cast your spell.
That's the signal. He gave the
That's
signal.
the signal. So it's a DC 13 Dex save.
Oh no.
And I'm like really trying to focus on him, to hopefully to fail.
So this is Earth Tremor, the spell?
Yes, Tremor.
You put the rock in
Earth Tremor.
loot.
Yeah.
Okay, Earth Tremor. Got it.
I renamed it to Shake, Rattle, and Roll because.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, I heard you call it the cure earlier, which I thought was perfect.
Yeah. That's his healing spell.
That's his healing spell. Cool. So you just want to catch Navari? Is that what you're saying?
Primarily Navari. If anyone else can get in that, 10-foot range, great. But if not, then
you could also catch one of the little guys with the big heads that's kind of thumping the rocks.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay.
2 birds with 1 stone.
So Dex save, yeah?
Yeah, DC 13.
Okay. The little guy with the big head falls prone and knocks his head on the rocks and goes, "Ah, you motherfucker! What's this? You killing the vibe, man! What the fuck?" Navari rolls an 18 and succeeds. And is like, "Oh, that's not fun, man! Come on, don't be such a downer. I thought you were cool. I thought you were cool. Why are you not cool? Why are you lame like old socks? This is lame. I don't even wear socks and I know how lame they are."
Wow,
So
the
wait.
creature thinks you're less cool than his socks.
I'm sorry.
And he doesn't have.
So he's not enticed to attack me? Like, he's just like, oh man, that was rude. And he just keeps on playing, ignoring me.
Yeah.
Is that what just happened? Wow, okay.
Yeah. He's having a good time. Like, you shook the earth around him and he danced around on the thing. He hopped around with his little hooves. He was like, doo 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 doo.
Well, okay, but just let you
The
know.
other guy is cursing up a storm and is like, what the fuck?
And he took 6 bludgeoning damage, so.
Oh, he took 6 bludgeoning damage?
He sure did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The one who fell, yeah.
The one who fell.
Unless
All
you
right.
wanted to make your trimmer non-lethal. Just a party-killing trimmer, not a...
Well, no, he was up on rocks, and so he fell and kind of stumbled and landed in the
That's
tremoring
not
rocks.
nothing, actually. He was up there pretty high.
So yeah, he was.
While this is all going on, and I see this as clearly an antagonistic move on Renata's part. Did they even have weapons of a traditional sort that we can see?
So it looks like they've got it seems like the goat people have little scabbarded short swords and a bow slung over their back. The goblin just seems to be dancing around with that little scepter that's got a weird hand with a pointing a hand with a pointed finger. And bells on his feet, and it's just kind of dancing around. That's all he seems to have.
Is he?
And the little round guys don't seem to have anything. They just seem to have like kind of oversized arms.
Okay.
But they're all dancing around, and it seems as though Navari is looking at Renata and being like, "I know you are trying to kill the vibe man, but you can't stop the rock, you know? You can't stop the music! It's all night long! We're gonna go all night long!" Strum, 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 strum.
Is the only thing that one has is his guitar.
It's a lute.
He's got a lute that he's
Lute,
playing.
so-
There's like a sword and a bow, like kind of like on his person, but he's more interested in the guitar.
I see.
I'm sorry. Now my my page has disappeared. So I'm gonna see if it works on my phone. See if there's something else I can cast.
Yeah.
Or do.
In the meantime, Selenar, go ahead. Another wisdom saving throw at advantage. So you can just roll 2d20. And Renata, you do the same.
Uh-oh.
And he adds a +6, I believe, to his wisdom
plus
save.
6.
Bozo
Great.
starts
So
dancing.
that would be a 16. Okay. Cool. And Renata, when you get a moment, go ahead, do roll 2d20 for a wisdom saving throw. Great. So you succeed as well.
Okay.
Great. Pays to be resistant to charm, apparently. Cool.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah.
So, Renata, it seems like these guys are just like having a good time. And
And how many total are there? There's
there's a bunch.
6 guys?
There's like 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Jeez.
10 plus 5.
And half of us are dancing.
Yeah.
Yep. Andra and Lunine are having a ball dancing around. Corvus is still like hidden. Like they haven't noticed him yet.
Don't worry, I'm taking notes. You're doing great, Renata. Just keep it up.
There is one of the like small like round-headed guys is like, "Hey, this guy he's a fucking schmuck, man. Hey, you see what he do? You see what he did to me? Hey, you see what he did? Like what the hell, man?" And is very annoyed.
Satyrs from Jersey.
Yeah. And you see that the one guy you knocked over does get up, and he kind of like looks really annoyed at you, and you're like standing next to like another rock kind of thing, and you see him like stick his hand like into the rocks, like into a little crevice there, and wow. You feel the back of your head get pwapped, as though something like hit you in the back of your head.
But do I see what it was?
Do you turn around and look?
Sure. Yeah.
You look and you see like an arm sticking out from the rock wall, from the pile of rocks, like through a little like crack in the rock, like a little crevice.
Wait, what?
Did it hurt you?
It didn't take any damage.
I'm sorry. It's this big head's arm.
Looks like it. Because when he pulls his arm out of the rock wall, the one that's behind you also disappears.
Okay, so they also have like crazy magic.
Yeah, and then you see a little shimmer, and like it returns to regular rocks.
A bit of a loss. What to do?
Yeah,
I can't see my character page anymore.
Yeah, Navari is like, come on, man, get with the vibe. Don't be such a flat piece of milk toast. Get down with your bad self.
A flat piece.
Milk toast.
Yeah, and your mother, it smells like one too.
And that's where we will end tonight's episode of Newly Forged.
That's gonna be my new insult.
Yeah, with Renata getting red like filth.
Oh my god.
Jeez. All right, I can see it's time for Corvus to step in. Don't worry. Tune in next week.
So we will pick up there next week with our friends here in this chamber in the party room with Navari. With two of our friends dancing and an Ozo presumably asleep in bed by this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Now run the party. We're having great times.
Ozo's
Wild.
not dancing yet, right?
Ozo's back at the tavern.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I forgot.
Ozo would have been dead.
Yeah,
Literally dead.
you all fucking ditched Ozo. You're like
Wait, were you just
Ozo
making rolls for fun?
said- I was rolling for Selenar.
rolling for Selenar.
Oh,
Just to
Okay.
have something to do.
that's funny. Yeah, we did. I didn't mean to ditch you completely. I had this whole plan of like going back and finding you a priest or something to like.
No, it's, there's
I have-
no.
I have literally no idea what's wrong with you, like as Corvus, and I'm like, sure, priest man probably can fix you.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
No, it's fine.
We just left them in their tavern room, and now we're having a Fae party.
Yeah.
They're totally fine.
Yep. Well,
Party.
thank you everyone for joining us this evening. Thank you, I've Got It. Thank you, Taco Sen Mashu. Thank you, I've Got It, NYC Zombie, for the re-subscriptions. So thank you all so much for joining us. We will be back next week, October 29th, for episode 12 of Newly Forged. Campaign 2. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. So we're going to go around, say a quick round of goodbyes. I'll figure out who we're going to raid, and then we'll get out of here. Let's start with the one and only Renata Soul Angel.
That is me. Currently perplexed as to what to do next, but thanks for the 7 days to think about it now. So catch us next week and see what I end up doing or not doing.
Dance with us.
Get down with your bad self. Wonderful. Next up to Ozo Ghostly Selenar.
Yeah, that means me.
Yeah.
Today I have been a ghost, which is suitable.
Why
Next
won't you
time,
talk to
perhaps.
me?
I will die of a ghost,
No.
or I will wonder where my friends are, or I will still be sleeping.
Wonderful.
Ozo will wake up with that kid's book next to them that says all my friends are dead.
Yeah.
Ooh. What's the range of your?
So will wake
telepathy?
up to. Never mind, you don't know this. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Wonderful. Lunine.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week as me and Andra continue to just dance the night away.
Boogie boogie
on.
down.
Party on, Lunine.
Mhm.
Then we got Corvus.
Hello, I'm Matt. I have been sort of playing Corvus for part of the night and sort of doing a show the other part of the night. Shout out to whoever was playing Corvus previously. He's still
Also
alive.
Ember.
Yeah. I got an idea. I got a plan. I'll help this Renata guy out next week.
Very cool.
That's all.
All right.
folks.
That's all.
Wonderful. And then we got Andra.
Oh, hey, that's me. My name is Sarah. I have been Andra. I had an idea, but now I am dancing with Lunine, so meh, having a good time.
That was your idea. What do you mean?
And And we are Nuuli Forged, and we have a YouTube channel, and you can watch our past episodes and see what other stupid things we've done lately. And also follow us on various social media type things. NuuliForged, Nuuli Forged.
Wonderful.
See you next week.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I've been Jared, your Dungeon Master here on Nuuli Forged. Thank you so much. Make sure you have a wonderful, safe week. Make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure you go out and vote in 2 weeks, because muy importante this time around. Don't let people who hate imagination win. How about that? Critical thinking.
You could just ended it with people who hate.
Yeah, don't let people who hate win. How about that? That's good.
Don't let people.
Remember, there's also early voting. I think all the mailing voting dates have passed, but check your local laws and regulations for such things. Early voting is the bomb, because it lets campaigns know that you've already voted, so they don't like call you up and be like, hey, vote. They can call those people who are undecided or whatever.
I'm still getting messages, and I voted early already.
All right, well, Sarah's broken. Sarah broke the system.
Just vote
Just
twice,
saying.
Sarah.
But anyway,
No.
hop in this raid. We're going to raid over to Magi RPG. They're playing a little one-shot over there. A trophy dark actual play, which sounds creepy and spooky and appropriate. So hop in this raid, let them know that they've been newly raided, and we will see you live at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, October 29th for episode 12 of Campaign 2 here on Nuuli Forged. Be safe, be kind, be well, and enjoy. Goodbye, everybody.
Yay!
Bye.
Ciao.